Good evening and welcome to the Inside Word. I'm Michael Castner with the program that makes you an entertainment insider. Tonight, Alec Baldwin goes into hiding. We're also going to tell you about an Oscar nominee who says, hey, acting is no big deal. Also, Jim Carrey of the series In Living Color is going to be here to explain why...
I'm here already!
He's just sitting over here. We're going to be talking with him in just a second. He's going to be talking about In Living Color as well as a new serious movie that he's done.
Yeah, right.
Well, you know our guest, Jim Carrey from In Living Color. My favorite character we're going to give you just a little slice of right now. It's Fire Marshal Bill. Let's take a look at last week's episode.
Say there, son. Did you know that deep-sea fishing is the #1 cause of cruise ship casualties? Let me show you something. Let's just say there's a shark warning, and you've just taken a bath in a bucket full of fish guts. A typhoon hits a boat. You're knocked over the side. Before you know it, feeding frenzy!
Fire Marshal Bill, it's a great white.
So it is!
Fire Marshal Bill! You got it, Fire Marshal Bill!
Cheer up, son. We got ourselves a trophy fish. Isn't it hurt? Are you fooling? Hold this, lady. My body is completely numb. I haven't felt pain since I stopped that lava flow at Mount Pinatubo. Grab my face!
And this is what Jim Carrey looks like when he's not pulling his teeth back. It's a guffaw thing.
Yeah.
And
something wrong with this chair, man.
I know, it's
I don't
pretty...
need to tell you guys, how to decorate your set. You got to get somebody who knows, how to make a straight chair.
Well, it was somebody who had problems with their glasses, and it's just a little crooked.
I'm just a little off center. Maybe it just feels that way because my wedding ring's on this hand.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's like that.
Heavier on this side.
Well, it is just a little bit off the beat.
I think it's marvelous.
But your character is a little weird, too, though.
Yes.
Vera DeMilo.
Vera DeMilo, yes.
Sort of a cross between Arnold Schwarzenegger and what...
I say if you've got the breasts, flaunt them. You know what I mean? No, yeah. Vera just kind of popped out of, I was working out. I do it. I've been to the gym a couple of times. Okay, once! No, I was at the gym and I was just working out and I went up to the counter and I saw this woman who was just magnificent. She was just incredible and I actually thought it was a bit of a turn on, I wasn't trying to do anything, but I just thought, my God, she looked incredible. And then I heard her order a protein shake. She said, how much is one of those over there? And I just went, oh my God. I just had to do it, I just walked out of there doing her, basically. She knows who she is.
Have you thought of maybe seeing a therapist about some of these things? I mean, your characters they're really weird.
Yeah.
They're completely off the beaten path.
Well, I've seen the therapist, and they think so, too. They're going, all right. A team of them just sit around me and go...
Well, you ticked off...
It can't be about sex.
You ticked off a lot of people with Fire Marshal Bill. The burn victims as well as also the fire marshals aren't too happy. Of course, they're a real day at the beach anyway, if you've ever met a fire marshal.
Hilarious.
They're
hilarious. Yeah, well, they got those heavy boots on. It makes you miserable.
It does.
That's what I noticed, doing the character. I have these giant rubber boots on, and they weigh about 20 pounds each, and I think, how does anybody get up a flight of stairs with these things? It's incredible. But, yeah, they were upset. But I've had police come up to me and say, thank you so much for doing Fire Marshal Bill, because ever since Car 54, Where Are You?, we've been raked over the coals, in every comedy known to man. And finally the firemen are getting it, man. That's beautiful. And they let me shoot their guns and stuff.
At the fire marshals?
Yeah.
Where did he come from, Fire Marshal Bill?
Well, he started out as the half-flesh man, which was, he was supposed to be a person that, it was actually a family of half-flesh people who worked as medical dummies and worked as the models for medical journals, like this kind of thing. Pancreas. That kind of thing. And, I don't know, I have no idea what the sketch was going to be. It was just, I just created it. I thought it would be a marvelous visual. And it never got on the show, but it started snowballing from there. I started just coming in and doing the face all the time, and people would flip out. And then at the Comedy Store, I started messing around, closing down the show, at night, going, there's too many people in the show, and all that. Just, look, look at this wiring, you know, that kind of thing, and people freaked out. And finally, a couple of the writers, Vax Barr and Adam Smalls, we got together, and they came up with a concept to put them on the air the first time. I couldn't believe it was on the air the first time.
We feel that way about our show sometimes.
Yeah?
We're just like,
Really?
let that one go.
Well, no wonder with your furniture.
That's probably it. Well, you guys were probably also wondering how your halftime alternative to the Super Bowl on Fox made it through the censors. There was some stuff in there that shocked everybody. How did that
I was trying to hit the button, okay, man?
They left you in charge?
Yeah, the censors, man, they were holding me back.
How did that stuff get through?
I was looking at them going, come on, do something. You know, we can't let the children sing. You know, but, you know, they didn't do anything, man. No,
did it surprise you guys?
No, well, not really. It didn't. I mean, it's always so random anyway. Censorship is kind of random to me, and it's just, you know, the individual who's in charge that day, he's in charge of kind of, you know, just taking care of it, and sometimes things slip through on, you know, maybe he'll have a coffee one day, and he's, I don't like it, you know, and the next day he'll let a couple other things pass. I don't know how it works, really. There's no, I don't think there's any set rule. There's no, you know, there are certain words you can't say for sure, but as far as content, what you say and how you say it,
it's their mood.
It's subjective, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Was there anything that you guys, I mean, you guys really do get really wild on In Living Color. You insult a lot of people, probably make a lot of enemies, but is there anything that it was just over the top that you said, there's no way that we can do this?
That's none of your business. No,
can you say, yeah, you can
thought
say
I'd
it.
insult you.
Okay, I appreciate that.
I don't like your shirt either. No,
it's the gap.
Is there anything we can't say about somebody?
No, I mean, is there something, a sketch that you guys have come up with or an idea where you just went, no, there's no way that we can put this
I have. There's been a couple of times where I've gone in and said, you know, this is for no reason now, you know, but I thought it was a good reason, actually. The Vanilla Ice thing that I did was merited, but actually, you know, Keenan and I were sitting watching, we were watching Arsenio Hall, and Arsenio really went after him one time when he was on the show, and you could tell he was just trying to torpedo this guy. And you started feeling bad for him.
Exactly.
And Keenan and I went, geez, I'm starting to feel bad for Vanilla Ice. I can't believe it. And
so then you went after Arsenio. Then
so we did it. We do everybody. See, that's the thing. Is it's not just one-sided. You know, it's everybody. So and a lot of times, you know, sometimes I find myself doing a parody I don't even want to do, really. I just, you know, it's there, it's in the packet, and I'll find a twist on it or something so it stays, but you know, sometimes I don't believe it, you know, the stuff I'm saying.
Do they ever come after you? Any of these people that you do?
No, but I've never, I don't know that I've ever done anybody that enjoyed it.
Because security just called. There's a couple of people in the lobby that I pointed out. Well, you have just done a movie.
Chuck Woolery's in the lobby.
Exactly.
Well, that's your head, man.
And boy, is he ticked. Well, Jim just did a movie, completely serious, no comedy. We're going to be talking about that. It's called Doing Time on Maple Drive. We'll be talking about that and a lot more stuff as we continue with the Inside Word. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Inside Word. I'm Michael Castner along with Jim Carrey. Don't you love that? Word. It's a, you know, it's a theme thing, you know. Whisper in the ear.
It's great.
Well,
It's great.
We appreciate that.
It's
You
all
like the
great.
music?
I
Hate
like the furniture. No, the furniture I've grown to like now.
It's because we medicated him during the commercial. You just did this movie. It's serious. It's coming up on the Fox television network.
Right. And Ken Olin is sitting out there going, don't blow it, man.
You better be nice.
I'm going, yeah, it's serious. Yeah.
Ken Olin, of course, from 30-something. From 30-something. This is his directing debut, right?
Yes, it was. Well, actually, he directed a few of the 30-something episodes, but...
as far as a motion picture, whatever.
Yeah.
The one thing that stood out, and this is really meant as a compliment, is talking with you. I have a tendency to laugh because I think of Fire Marshal Bill and everything, but when you watch the movie, though, that completely escapes you. And because you play a completely serious person, you don't crack jokes or anything. You play an alcoholic kid in this family. And you don't want to laugh when you're watching your performance. Was that a worry that you had, that your fans would start kind of giggling when you're trying to do a serious role?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know. The worry, I have had the worry that somewhere down the line, people will start to not take me seriously at all or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm so psychotic, I really think that...
Because other comedians have done...
You know, they'll believe it.
Well, other comedians have done serious movies, and people...
Yeah, I know, it's so cliche, it's... Yes, well, you know, I wanted to show the serious side of my nature. And the fact is, most comedians are so deadly serious, that's why they're comedians. It's like a release for them, you know? I mean, I'm a pretty serious person.
Sure. Yeah, right.
No, but comedy usually comes from, you know, adversity or, you know, something in your, you know, in your upbringing or something that made you desperate enough to get up and want to, you know, command a whole, you know, stadium, you know, full of people's attention, you know? Mm-hmm. I mean, the sickest guy in the room is the guy with the mic, the amplification system, I guarantee you, every time.
That explains a lot of rock stars, doesn't it? No, this movie is about a family that is really messed up. I mean, we got dad and mom who are really worried about the kids embarrassing them. Your younger brother, played by William McNamara, has a secret, which we're not going to share. You got to watch the movie. You're an alcoholic who is flunked out of school and everything. The family's a mess.
Yeah.
Did you have any problems in your own family that you were able to draw on? I mean, were your parents disappointed with anything that you did?
I think, you know, everybody has something, in some way, if they're honest with themselves, they separate themselves from their parents in some way. So, yeah. You know, I was supposed to be a ballet dancer. And
seriously? No. Yeah, I can never tell if, you know, it's like a fire marshal or a ballet dancer.
Yes,
we don't know.
The tights, yeah, didn't look good. You know, with the big and everything. No, but no, but I was, you know, I've had lots of things, but you know, I mean, when I first got into the business, I wanted to buy my parents a big house with pillars and things like that and call it Graceland, you know, but that didn't work out, you know.
And they're still waiting, right?
Yet, right, they're still, you know, well, my mom's passed away, but my father's, you know, still up in Canada going, it's getting cold, man. You know?
Winter's here. Well, let's take a look at a clip from Doing Time on Maple Drive. In this scene, you and your dad are confronting your problem, and you're not too happy with each other.
I really resent the way you look down on me. I try. I'm here. I'm doing something. It's not like you're so much better than me, you know? It's not like you're perfect. And if I want a drink in the afternoon right now, then I think I should have it. I don't have to explain it to you. I'm through explaining things to you. I've done my time on Maple Drive, okay? So I flunked out of school. So what? Why couldn't we have just told Mom I flunked out of school? Huh? I didn't kill anyone. I had a bad time. So what? Why can't we tell her and just move on? Why? What's going to happen? What's going to happen if we just sit down and say it out loud, Dad? Look. If I have to live this way, I think I deserve a drink now and then. If I want it, okay? I think it's what I deserve.
Why do you do it here? Why don't you do it somewhere else? Why do you force me to watch it?
Because I think it's what you deserve.
A serious moment. Didn't you just want to smack those parents? Didn't they tick you off?
I did, in fact, between takes.
You did?
Yeah.
They were so irritating.
Sicking was, yeah, no match for me.
One of the things that may have ticked off your parents, you told jokes about them.
I did, no, that's right, yes. Thanks for reminding me.
He's got to deal with that. And them, too, right? Yeah, he did tell jokes about us.
Yeah, right, great.
It didn't go over well?
Yeah, I remember one joke in particular. I can tell because they don't get cable.
Oh, we can have.
No, I started telling all kinds of things. Like, my mom at one point had a lot of prescriptions, okay? So one of the first lines was my mom's easy to please. All she needs is Hawaii 5-0 and a couple of pain pills. There was just a little background material for the audience. And my dad said, you know, son, you're making your mom and I sound a bit crazy. You know, but the funny thing is that the next week she cut down her prescriptions, all that stuff.
Well, that was a good sign.
So really, ultimately, it helps, you know. But you know, I have stepped over the boundary occasionally.
I know how
I try not to. I mean, there are still people in my family that I would love to take off. I would just love to put them on the air in living color, you know.
You got to do it someday, because you got a national foreman, boy.
Yeah.
I think we all have relatives we'd
you know,
like to go after.
Everybody has to kick someday. Just waiting, playing the waiting game.
Well, don't forget, In Living Color, it is on Fox on Sunday nights. He's got a mean Telly Savalas, we understand, coming up this week.
Yeah.
And also, Doing Time on Maple Drive, March 16th, also on Fox at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. Again, you people, Central and Mountain, you're going to have to figure it out. I don't know what time the movie's going to be.
Really?
Check your local listing.
Climb down.
Exactly, move. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks.
And as we continue with the Inside Word, we're going to find out why Alec Baldwin is going into hiding and what is it that Kim Basinger likes about Alec. We'll be back.